It's your girl, Coach Tuka, out here in these summertime streets, coming to you for another segment of the Daily Mind Renewal Series, okay? Where I show up every day just to encourage you on how you can renew your mind, all right? So I'm gonna do this thing while I'm out here, and I'm gonna keep my heart rate in my fat burning zone, okay? It's not a Sunday stroll. I got to keep this heart rate up. You understand what I'm saying? Okie dokie. So, listen, friends, here's what I would like to share with you today. Every morning, I did take a hiatus just for the sake of honesty, okay? But I'm back. I'm back now, okay? The goal is to be here every day to help encourage really anybody who needs it, okay? Here's what I know to be true. Transformation, change in your life requires you. It requires you to renew your mind daily. Hey, Alicia. It requires you to renew your mind daily. How you know this, Tucker? It's in the Word, okay? Go check my source, all right? The only source that I use to help me do this thing here called life. Hey, Rochelle T. Parks. It's the only source for how to do this thing called life. It's a daily renewing of the mind, okay? So, the word says, be ye transformed. So can't make it up. About the daily renewing of your mind, okay? It further goes on to say, do not be conformed to this world, okay? But we're just gonna stay right here on renewing our mind every single day. You understand what I'm saying? So here we go. Renewing your mind is impossible. So you cannot have transformation without daily mind renewal. So first thing I want you to know is it doesn't matter what happened yesterday, last month, last week. It don't matter. It does not matter. Good, bad, or indifferent. No matter what has happened, if you want to see change in your life, you're going to have a new mind every single day. Renewed in the Lord. There's a whole lot that can happen if you don't, okay? The good stuff, you'll start giving credit to you, okay? Your little prideful spirit that we can have sometimes. I'll start giving you credit, okay? So you gotta renew your mind. You gotta have a new mind that says everything I've done is only because my Father helped me to do it, okay? Everything I haven't done, my Father is helping me to do it, okay? So it doesn't matter. Change. I don't care. I want you to take the area of your life that does not look the way you want it to look today. And I want you to have a new mind about it every single day. Even if you've had some success or some failure in that area, because the daily renewal of the mind is how you get the change, okay? So the next thing I want to say is this. You can't renew something that you ain't paid no attention to. How you gonna renew your mind and you have no awareness, all right? So what I need you to get today is that mindfulness is required. Yeah, look at this switcher, girl. Getting it. This sun is sunning, okay? Mindfulness is required. It is required to renew your mind. So to just break it down and make it simple, mindfulness just means it's characterized by being full of mind. Got it? It's characterized by being full of your mind, meaning being aware of what you're thinking. It's an awareness, okay? So you have to be aware of what you're thinking. The word says it differently. The word says we must be sober-minded and alert. So this means that we can't be dull, lazy, foggy, distracted in our thinking. Our minds are supposed to be sharp, alert, focused, sober-minded, okay? So the reason why I'm saying this is because we are a distracted people. We are so distracted, all right? And the world is designed that way. Why do you think that is? Do you not think the enemy would love to see you so distracted that you are not sober minded? I want you to pay attention today to all the distracted people you see in traffic. All right. Hey, FGTV fan. All right. So I want you to pay attention to all the distracted people you see. All the people you see whose minds are dull, not alert, and unfocused. Okay. These little gadgets that we have in our hands tell the story. You can just be driving in traffic. I saw a video yesterday. A child, I couldn't figure out who was at fault. The child was getting off the bus and crossing the street. But the child never took his eyes off the phone. And a car almost hit the baby. The baby almost got hit by a car because the child was distracted and the driver probably was too. All right, so as a people, we are distracted. We foggy brain, unclear in our thoughts and our thinking. And the way you change that is to be aware of what you're thinking. You gotta know, like, throughout the day, what am I thinking about? We don't even think about what we're thinking about, okay? We don't even think about what we're thinking about. All right, so here's your work for the day. I want you to be aware of what you're thinking about. So the challenge, the homework, because the teacher and me got to give you some homework, okay? Even though in my classroom I gave no homework, okay? Different story for a different day. Every time you go to touch your phone today, every time you go to pick this little device up, I want it to serve as a reminder for you to pause and say, okay, what am I thinking about? What am I thinking about? What's on my mind, okay? And then, if the thought you're thinking isn't from God, I need you to replace it with one that is, okay? So get your Bible out, your concordance, okay? And all those thoughts that don't line up with what God said, replace them. All right, this is the first step to renewing your mind. Now, we're going to do this every day, and the promise I can give you is this. The more you do it, the easier it'll be to do it. The more you do it, the easier it will be to actually do it. All right, so today I encourage you that whatever area of your life that don't look like what you want it to look like, that you're praying that God helps you to change. The answer, the key is the daily renewing of your mind every single day. All right, and in order to do that, you got to be mindful. You got to be aware of what you're thinking about. All right, I can't wait to hear. Go tell me in the comments some of the thoughts that you made new today. What were the thoughts that you made new? All right, I love you all the way to life. Baby, you couldn't change it if you try. All right, you couldn't even make it stop if you try. All right, I love you enough to help you be well beyond the weight. And I can't wait to see what thoughts you make new. Have an amazing day. See you tomorrow in the same place.